Okay, good morning, everybody. I have another video for you guys. Today, I'm going to talk a little bit about, as usual, about mindset. I'm going to give you a workout to try, and we're going to talk about nutrition. Okay, stay tuned. So, moving on to mindset, I'm going to touch just a little wee bit on habits. Not super scientific or very in depth, but if you are looking for something to help you with your habits, I really recommend a book called Atomic Habits by James Clear. I haven't personally read it. Adrian did. He listened to it, and it was a game changer for him. So if you're looking for something or someone to help you with creating and or breaking some habits, that's a great go-to. So on the note of making and breaking, I've heard and I believe that it's easier to make habits than to break them. So eventually our lives are going to return to normal, whatever that is for everybody. But and I know personally I don't want to have a whole bunch of habits to break at the end of this. It's going to be hard getting back into our normal. So I feel like we maybe don't want to have a bunch of habits to break. So yeah, I can talk to you about all the things you should be doing and some good habits to create, but I just want you to think about maybe the things that you're doing daily that you know maybe aren't benefiting you and your goals, and about how that's going to look at the end of all this. What things do you not want to have to change, or what habits do you not want to have to break at the end of all this? Okay, think about that. Look into that book as well. Okay, so the workout I've got for you today, 6 exercises, 30 seconds long each. At the end of the 6 exercises, you're going to take a 60-second rest before you're moving on to the next round. The number of rounds can be decided by you. I would shoot for between 5 to 10. It depends on your fitness level, how much time you've slotted into your day for this workout. So you get to decide, but I would definitely try to pick a number of rounds that's going to challenge you. Okay, so the 6 exercises I have, and I'm going to demonstrate them after: bent row, plank, shoulder press, wall sit, switch lunge jumps, and a hollow hold. So you might be wondering, what am I going to use for those things? If you don't have any weights or anything, that's okay. I'm going to use water bottles today to show you that you can just find something in your cupboard that you've got kicking around to just give you a little bit of added resistance, okay? And also the gist of this workout is kind of, you're doing 30 seconds of something that's hard, or like that's the workload, followed by a hold, okay? So stay tuned. I'm going to show you the workout. First on the agenda, we have a bent row with my heavy water bottles here. So you get to select your weight by whatever you choose. Try to make them equal. If you pick cans of something or ketchup bottles, laundry detergent, whatever, try to make them equal, okay? So with the bent row, you're going to hinge yourself forward. So your shoulders are down and back, your chest is nice and proud. You're going to stick that butt out and up a little bit. My back is still nice and straight. My arms are going to stay nice and tight to my side, and I'm going to row these water bottles up. Okay, so this is working your upper back, so you really want to be trying to squeeze that upper back together, okay? Number 2, we have a plank. So I think most people know how to plank, and we've been over a plank in our videos. You do have a couple of options though. You can plank from your hands. So no matter what, your hands are going to be underneath your elbows, which are underneath your shoulders, okay? You're going from your toes. You're going to give your pelvis a little bit of a tilt forward to engage your core. Okay, if you have wrist problems or pain, you can go down and you can plank from your forearms, okay? All right, next on the agenda, we've got shoulder press. So you're going to stand, your feet are going to be in a comfortable position, so probably shoulder width apart. You're going to bring your weights up to your shoulders and you're going to press straight up, okay? So while you're doing this, you want to make sure your core is nice and tight, nice and braced, all right? You don't want to be using it to push anything up if you had something heavier than these water bottles. All right, if this is not comfortable on your shoulders, you can choose this grip and pressing up and back down. All right, okay. Okay, next on the agenda, we've got a wall sit. So all you need is a wall and your body weight. So you're gonna come into a position where your heels are right underneath your knees. You've got a 90-degree angle here. So what that means is I don't wanna see this, and you don't need to go any lower than that. So nice 90-degree angle, back is flat against the wall, that core is nice and tight. If you wanted to up this ante a little wee bit, you could grab onto those water bottles or weights or whatever it is you had, just to add make it a little bit more challenging for you, okay? Okay, switch lunge jumps. I'm going to show you what I mean by switch lunge jumps, and then I'm going to show you an alternative if you can't handle the jumping, all right? So upper body nice and straight. Even though this is a lower body movement, you still want to make sure you're not hunched forward. So shoulders are down and back. Have that core nice and tight. And you're doing a jump. And as you're doing it, your legs just switch out, okay? If you can't handle that jumping, it's okay just to do a lunge, all right? So you can just lunge it back, nice and easy at your pace, okay? All right, okay, the last one that we've got is a hollow hold. So this is gonna be really an isometric hold for your core, for your midsection. So you're gonna bring it on back. All you need to do is slightly lift your shoulders up, slightly lift your heels up. You can have your hands here, have your hands here, all right? If you don't feel like that's doable for you, you can drop either the upper body, and then you're gonna keep your legs up, or you can drop the lower body and keep your upper body up, all right? Okay, last up we've got some nutrition. So maybe not everybody is struggling here, and that's awesome if you're not, but I'm hearing from a lot of people that there are some struggles with the snacking, the overeating, the choices that are laying around, the choices that we're making with those things that are laying around. So I want you to think about, if you can, if you're up for it, challenging yourself 2 days, 3 days, 5 days if you can, to say no to those things that are calling your name, to say no to those cookies, that homemade bread, whatever it is that you're struggling with. Challenge yourself to say no. I find sometimes having a mantra, something that you're telling yourself, like just because it's there doesn't mean I have to eat it. That might be helpful. But the reason I want you to challenge yourself to say no, just for a few days, to all the extras. So the things that you know maybe aren't supporting your health or supporting your goals, they're not making you feel good, things like that. Practice saying no to those things. The reason for this is that saying no is very empowering. It gives us a sense of control. It shows us our limits, let alone what we're showing everybody else around us, but it shows us that we're capable of setting limits. We're capable of being in control, and we are steering this ship of life, your own personal ship. So I want you to feel how that feels to have such control. The other reason for that is that after this few days is up for you, I think it's going to give you an appreciation for the things that you do really want to say yes to without guilt. So some things are worth it. Like for me, cake, not worth it. Dark chocolate, worth it. So I think it's just going to give you an appreciation for those moments then when you really do want to say yes, and when it's going to be completely worth it. So give that a whirl. I'm really curious to see how that goes for you. See if it gave you any physical and or mental benefits. Have fun with it. Okay. All right. Good luck. Okay, everybody, that's it for today. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you learned something or had fun. And I really do hope that you all are holding up well during all of these crazy times that we're going through. Remember just to do your best, okay? So it's not about perfection, but do your best. Try to move a little bit each day. Try to eat some good things each day, and really try to tell yourself some good things. Think some positive thoughts every day, okay? If you need anything, feel free to message me, and take care. Bye.